Hello, friends. In 1973, in the British city of Worcester, there lived a 20-year-old young man named David McGreevy. He lived with the Ralph family, a couple with 3 young children. David helped the family by looking after the kids while the parents were out working. But one evening, when the shift was over and the parents had gone, David stayed behind with the children. At some point, the little girl started crying and screaming, but David couldn't calm her down, so he took the girl to the backyard, then picked her up and strangled her until she stopped moving. He hung the girl's body from the garden fence, then he went back inside the house, drank several beers and waited for the girl's parents to return. When the parents came back and saw that the house was covered in blood, they immediately called the police. The officers found the bodies of the girl and her 4-year-old brother, who David had also strangled, as well as the body of the 2-year-old sister, whom he had hit with a hammer and mutilated in a terrible way. David confessed to the crime and was sentenced to life in prison. He spent 45 years behind bars and was only released in 2018. However, even after all this time, he still hasn't revealed the motive for the crime and has shown no remorse. Now, just imagine. After spending so much time in prison, this monster was finally set free and is now walking among us. Moreover, according to the reports, he will be living in the same city as the family of the victims, and they have no idea about it. Moreover, one of the victims' relatives said that the killer's release was a shock for them, and they are now afraid that he might harm them. But the police say that if anyone needs protection, it's the killer, because he's the one who's been locked up for so long. But do you agree with that? Should such people be set free? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And that's all for today. If you like this story, please hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss any new stories. See you soon. Bye.